I didn't think Lindsay Lohan was the first sign that I'm getting old, but here we are. Welcome to the Sanctuary. My name is Brandon Aries. Now let's talk movie. And this week, Freakier Friday. My sister used to love this movie. Freaky Friday was just one of those movies I didn't really think needed this 20, 30 year after treatment. But here we are. So Lindsay Lohan's character, Anna, is getting married to Eric, and both of them have daughters. And let's face it, the two sisters don't get along. The whole thing becomes a whole sabotage plan. Like, they can't get married because I'm gonna get moved to London. No, I wanna stay in LA. All these things start crashing together, and what happens? A big old switch. Except this time, Tess and Anna don't switch. Tess and Anna switch with the daughters. So it's like a big time switch. It's not just like between two people, you got four altogether. And this is what makes the daughters work together. The way they put it was like Parent Trap 20 years later. Ironic that Lindsay Lohan was in it. And I hate to be that guy, but I have to be straightforward. It's very chick flicky. Like, there are moments where you're just sitting there wishing for the scene to end, but nah, they gotta sprint with the bit. And you're sitting in your chair just like, can this end already? This film also makes space to be generationally woke, which, no, who cares? Some of it worked in its favor in terms of the comedy, and some of it just made me, let's walk away from that. Lillian Harper's plan is to sabotage Eric and Anna's wedding. How? Well, they took over their bodies. They're going to do whatever they want. Now that they're adults, hey, they can drink, they can drive, they can be reckless.
Where's your mother?
I think my favorite part about this movie is the respect to the original and still bringing in the original cast. I mean, you had Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan, of course. Those were two that I definitely expected. Chad Michael Murray, no surprise. The younger brother, that was a surprise. But even the band of Pink Slip, I mean, hell, you even had Mr. Bates come back and then Tessa's husband. So I liked the fact that they kept consistent to the characters, really showing the age and the love that this story had. And there's bits and pieces where you feel like you're watching the first one, and those little respects and homages to the original are just so heartwarming. But it doesn't help recover some of the cringe that is part of this movie. That's right, I said it. This movie can be a little tough to watch sometimes, only because it tries to sprint with the bits. Chat, how do we feel about Lindsay Lohan? Was this a solid performance? Is this like her comeback, or did she get this and then, maybe that's it? Peace. We got to show respect to the GOAT, Jamie Lee Curtis, because every movie she does, she always delivers 110% and always goes above and beyond to give such a elaborate performance, no matter with which genre. And I thought it was amazing seeing them together over 20 years later. I mean, damn. And it almost feels like they never missed a beat. Like, it's just, they picked up right where the first one left off. And I think for these types of movies where you're taking such a huge gap in time and making a sequel or trying to continue it in some way, shape, or form, that level of connection between not just the characters, but to the story as well, I think a crucial component for these remakes or continuances 20, 30 years later. I will admit, this movie is kind of long, and it's because of those damn bits. If they just shortened down some of the scenes of overdoing it, then this movie would probably be a solid hour and a half. I'm not kidding. I was sitting with my girlfriend looking at the tickets, and I look at my phone and I see 2 hours. 2 hours. How the hell is this movie 2 hours? Now, having seen it, I know why. I'm not going to be that guy that's just like, this is just such a chick flick. Don't even watch it. Hey, if you watched the first one, and you're kind of like a completionist like I am, you got to finish the story. If it's anybody that taught me about finishing the story, it's Cody Rhodes. I had to throw that in. I felt that same thing like with Beetlejuice 2. And that's how they hook you, because they want you to see what these characters are finally up to. And of course, you want to know because that's what you wanted 15 to 20 to 30 years ago. Well, here you go. It's a little late, but you take it, right? Damn it, Hollywood. On a serious note, I think Freakier Friday was still a fun treat, especially if you had seen the original. It really brings those feelings of nostalgia back to the original viewer and brings new eyes to the original. So I think that's still cool and beneficial either way. Would I see this in theaters though? Even though I did? No, I wouldn't. I would wait till this goes on Disney Plus because let's face it, it's probably going to be within the next 2 months. So you got some time. So sit back, relax, and wait for Freakier Friday to enter your streaming platforms. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.